Hey everybody, it's Bridget here. I wanted to get back onto the channel to get up a new video for all of you. Today I wanted to show you one of my favorite corners in our apartment. I recently just redid it a few days ago, and I wanted to show you some of the cool things I got going on over here. But first, let me show you these shutters. Get you a good picture. I bought these shutters off of a guy on Facebook Marketplace, I think back in October, and there was 5 of them, and when I bought them, he told me they were off of like an old Victorian house. I don't know how true that is, but whatever. I like the look of them. It kind of screams like vintage and old, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I have 5 of them, and I have the other 3 in other places, obviously. Yeah, so I decided to put them on the wall this time. I put the eat sign on it too, that was on our wall. And right now, that sign is being held up by paper clips. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to, to get the look you want. Right now it's working, but eventually I'd like to change it, put something a little bit better on it to hold it, because my biggest fear is that sign falls off and then the shutters fall off the wall and knock everything else down. But right now it's doing its job and I'm fine with it. And that sign, I got that at Michael's. I think it was like $8 or $10. I usually like to make, I've made a few signs, and I normally like to make my signs, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that's nice, so I grabbed it. $8, you can't go wrong with it. And then we have the chair, which was when we moved into our apartment, our landlord, she had left her wood table in there for us, and she's like, oh, I want to get you guys some new chairs because the ones that go with it are really, they've seen better days. But as you can see, that chair is a little too high, so we can't use it with the table. So it was in another corner in the apartment, and it was just kind of starting to gather some stuff on it. Books, mail, whatever else. So the other day when I was moving stuff, I was like, you know what, it'd be cool if I could do something with that chair. I put it in the corner, and this is what we got. And then if you look on the back, the John Deere, you see John Deere. Well, that's actually an apron that my husband made when he was a kid, and I use it, doing dishes, making dinner, or whatever. So I threw it on the back of the chair. I think it adds to the look that we got going on over here. And then you could see we have little milk glasses on the chair as well. The middle one was one that my mom bought and she gave to us. I believe it's from Yasker Farms in Rock Hill, New York. And then the 2 glasses next to it, those were ones we bought from the dollar store. They were just hanging out on top of the refrigerator. And rather than throwing them out, there you go. And then most importantly is this milk jug we got. And this was actually one of my family's. And a few months ago I was helping my aunt go through some of her storage stuff, and when we opened the door, this fell out and a larger one fell out. So I was like ecstatic, because I've been looking all over the place for them, and people want like crazy amounts of money for them, like $80, $100. And the problem was like they weren't even like in good shape. So I was looking around, and then that happened. So I was really excited, and the plan was to clean it down and maybe paint it. But I feel like that's like what everybody does. They get these milk jugs and they paint them, they spray paint them or whatever. And I'm not saying they don't look nice, but I'm kind of not like everybody else when it comes to things like this. So I think I might clean it and then maybe just kind of leave it, because I like the look. I like the old-timey look. And I know they have the paint now too, where you can actually spray, I think it's like spray paint to like the original color that can would have been. But yeah, this is one of my favorite corners, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Also check me out on Facebook and Instagram at Birdie'sCraftyCloset to see all the other cool things I've done. You know, home decor, crafts, do it yourself. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message or even a comment on the video. Thank you for tuning in.